increment of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. I think it's safe to say here they all come. Large financial institutions are about to deploy capital into this crypto ecosystem. As Ripple publishes this insight today, the building blocks of institutional DeFi on the XRP ledger. I'm going to get into this. I'm going to dissect it. This is extremely bullish. And the next couple of months leading into 2025 and onwards is going to be a frenzy, folks. Without further ado, let's get into this eye-opener of a video. In a moment, I'm going to play a video by Tommaso Mancini-Griffoli. Okay, he holds a very important role at the IMF. He's the division chief of payments, currencies, and infrastructure division. His work focuses on digital currencies and payments, monetary policy, foreign exchange interventions, modeling, and central banking operations and communications. And if you're thinking modeling of, modeling, no, wrong modeling. But in a moment, you're going to hear him say it's about building a public good for cross borders and how they don't have a settlement platform yet. We've covered the correlations within Ripple, the IMF, since inception, and they go deep. And the fact that Tommaso says this, and we're going to interlink it with videos by David Schwartz, the head of the IMF, and Chris Larsen. And this is going to make you go, wow. These are the closed door meetings, right? The same wordings that they will use. It gets deeply penetrated into their minds because it's been used over and over again as they go through different kinds of presentations. And now, ironically, they use the same word. But before I get into that video, we are doing a buy one, get one free for the 0.01% XRP Club t-shirts. As I stated in yesterday's episode, I cannot hang on to these t-shirts anymore. And these are all at cost pricings. Buy one, get one. And every t-shirt will come with a XRP credit card skin that will go over your credit card. Link in the description down below. But if you want to purchase just the credit card skin on its own, that is now also available. And every purchase will come with a surprise in it. Link in the description down below. Buy one, get one free. Let's continue on to the video.
I think the role of the public sector is not just rules and regulations. In fact, it's also about building public goods, building infrastructure. There is no public settlement asset across borders, and thus the pain points that you all know well in cross-border payments. And the question, I think, a really interesting question now is, can we build a public good for cross-border payments? Can we think about a settlement platform that might escrow central bank reserves in order to transfer them from one bank or participant to another, and thus do settlement?
My main message. Countries need to work together to build new roads, railways, bridges, and tunnels using public digital platforms and compatible payment systems that connect.
Think about this world of digital money as a global public good.
The Ripple protocol now is open source. It's really a public good. Real Labs doesn't own it. Anybody can use it for free as they see fit, really like an HTTP for money.
And you don't need anybody's permission to interact with the XRP ledger, right? It's a public good.
And in a recent discussion in Zurich where we both were, what we advocated for is to have a public platform. So when protocols are agreed, this public platform can connect different CBDCs. There can be interoperability, the same way you would transfer euros from one country to another, you do it using CBDCs.
Ripple's CBDC solution enables central banks to create a private parallel network, a permissioned blockchain that you can issue a CBDC on, and then you can connect that to the main public XRP ledger. Our vision is to solve for interoperability between CBDCs while creating a virtual lab for central banks to experiment with new features.
But I mean, that is just crazy to me. And you guys know that video by Burks at Whistle, Brad Garlinghouse, talking about, you know, needing interoperability within CBDCs. I'm not going to play that again. But just know, I know it sounds crazy, but Ripple is going to be the backbone of this brand new financial infrastructure. Not just Ripple, but it's going to be, they're going to control, they're going to own a large portion of this ecosystem. They're like, these guys are, I can't even put a word on how big these guys are going to get. Let's continue on to what they stated here. Ripple's vision and roadmap for institutional DeFi on XRPL is to provide the foundational building blocks and fundamental components of a successful financial system: issuance, value transfer, exchange, and credit, while ensuring security and regulatory compliance at its core. This vision is realized through current and forthcoming key innovations at the protocol level. This is monumental. These floodgates are about to open. And listen to this part. This design allows for the liquidity from DeFi applications to aggregate at the protocol level, rather than compete in silos, which enhances capital efficiency and overall institutional appeal. Let me kind of break this part down here, okay? In regards to this design allows for liquidity from DeFi applications to aggregate at the protocol level. Aggregation of liquidity. By allowing liquidity from DeFi applications to aggregate at the protocol level, XRP can consolidate the available liquidity rather than having it dispersed across multiple isolated platforms. This increases the overall liquidity available within the XRP ecosystem. This is where XRP is being leveraged. Enhanced capital efficiency. When liquidity is aggregated, it can be utilized more effectively. This means that the capital can be moved and deployed more efficiently within the ecosystem, reducing the friction and costs associated with fragmented liquidity pools. And of course, like they said, having that increased institutional appeal. Remember, you know, I've said this many times in regards to the most liquidity is going to be the most attracted from an institutional perspective, the most liquid asset. Institutions prefer environments where liquidity is high and capital efficiency is maximized. The aggregated liquidity at the protocol level makes XRP more attractive, sexy to institutional investors and users, as it offers a more robust and efficient platform for their financial activities. So it gets better, because now this is where lending, we already know this was all going to happen, but like look at them come out and pitch what's coming down the pipelines at a scale level, right? Like, we haven't seen this enterprise really take off and consolidate with the current system, right? Here we have them stating credit is the heart of any efficient financial system, facilitating access to capital for those in need and offering unique investment opportunities for those with surplus funds. The forthcoming XRP Ledger native lending protocol will add a new dimension to the XRPL's DeFi capabilities. This proposed protocol will enable institutions to engage in lending and borrowing activities, providing new opportunities for yield generation and capital efficiency. The lending protocol will be designed to meet the needs of institutional users with features that ensure security, compliance, and scalability. You see what it always comes back down to? Security, compliance, scalability. And this is what I said, that this is what they're going to be looking at right off the bat. And XRP is going to be leveraged, of course, in this lending protocol. Let me kind of summarize this very briefly. So this credit facilitation. Credit is fundamental to an efficient financial system. You guys all know that. The forthcoming XRP Ledger native lending protocol will leverage XRP's unique capabilities to facilitate credit, allowing institutions to lend and borrow efficiently. This protocol will cater to institutional needs, providing secure, compliant, and scalable solutions for lending, borrowing activities. This in turn will offer new opportunities for yield generation and improved capital efficiency for institutions. And this is just one of many other pros that the credit facilitation offers. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like what I just went over, you know, some people could be very bored. But this is some very, very important stuff. I mean, we're talking about the new financial infrastructure. We're talking about the new systems that are going to be implemented and being used within the current system, right? This is, I mean, given my background in the banking system, as you guys probably just know, how this excites the heck out of me because I know how big this is going to get. And I know that no human being on this planet, including myself, but I could only be a visionary, nobody has seen the internet of value be unlocked yet. Nobody. And when that happens, I kid you not, it is going to be one of the most, it's going to be better than an eclipse. It's going to be better than a lot of things because a lot of wealth is going to be created. And they know that, and they've said that publicly.
Wipe out all of DTCC, which processes $1.8 quadrillion a year. That is a large number. That will all move to digital. And when it does, it will create massive wealth, the greatest wealth creation opportunity I'm going to see in my lifetime.
So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is your life, your choice. I mean, whoever's listening to this, you guys are making something out of your life in terms of trying to take advantage of this, right? I mean, there's a lot of people out there that haven't clicked on this, which they're not going to hear my voice. So I guess the ones that don't want to take advantage of this opportunity are going to miss out. But with that being said, we got to spread the awareness. And it takes one man at a time. So if we're not rocking this merch out in the streets, and if I see you guys wearing this, I'm coming over to you. No headlocks though. Buy one, get one. Very limited quantities are left. I mean, small and mediums are gone. Mix and match. A lot of goodies are, it's going to be a big package when you guys get it. This is insane. Pictures definitely do not do justice. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys, and keep as a note that these shirts are 2 inch longer. The pictures haven't been updated yet.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.